Hello and Merry Christmas, everyone. I decided to do something different today. Normally, I would probably have streamed to this game and upload it to YouTube, but I decided to just record it and just upload it straight from recording, as you probably think so. Hope you all are having a wonderful day, a wonderful year. The reason why I'm doing this is, well, it's like last year I probably thought this is probably gonna be the last time we're gonna have snow in this game before GTA 6 comes out. Then again, the game might just get delayed again, who fucking knows. But it's highly likely we're gonna get a summer update with Mr. Fabier, and for all we know, that could be the final one. So this could be the final Christmas in GTA Online. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. I'm not sure if I'm gonna really be exactly doing anything or doing much or anything like that. I did off camera get the LS car meet. That's why I have this hoodie, because right now they have a special thing where you just have to win one race one day in a row. So if you have a singular friend that's on this game, you can just let each other win, and there you go, bing bang, you got the prize car and you got the career thing for it. I still got a lot of career things to get done and over with. I don't know if I'm gonna be actually able to get them all done, because a lot of them do require other players because of the missions requiring 2 to 4 people. So I don't know if me 100%ing this is even possible, because I don't really have a full set of people to play with that are also just as competent in the game than I am. A lot of them have like rarely played. So I'm just gonna get done what I feel like getting done. I do want to get some plaques completed, at least the plaques that are doable for me as a solo. I don't know if I'm gonna be really uploading them as just, like, their own separate video into the playlist, which I originally had planned, because, well, I'm very particular with things. Like, let's say, for instance, this down here. This is obviously the Lowriders update. This happened, like, before 2020, I think. So, timeline-wise to what my character has done, it doesn't really make sense to do that now, especially after the mansions. And, I mean, Lamar is a lot younger in this one. Maybe I'll just upload the cutscene. I don't know. But, other than that, I really have no idea. Apparently, the heat on these things are maxed. Oopsie. Other than that, I'm not really too sure. I could maybe get one of my friends that I can possibly get on to do the Franklin thing. That's not on the map currently, but you know what I mean. Franklin Lamar from the Contract DLC. I think the lowrider was like 2016 or 17. I think it was like somewhere around that, if I remember correctly. Cluckenbell Farm Raid is very close to being done, so that could be easily my very next plaque. And since I don't know if I'm gonna really be uploading these, I could very easily just stream it and upload the VOD. So that way it's still documented, which is really the ideal plan. I mean, you guys are the viewers, so you guys are the ones that matter the most. You guys can always let me know. Because, well, if you guys don't want to see it, it's not going to click on, then I don't really see the point of doing it, other than for my own personal gain. But then again, if you guys like, don't like it and you guys are just gonna dislike it, then it's honestly gonna feel like the effort was not appreciated, I guess you could say. But I do want to... I don't want to focus on just things I just want to do. Or just things you guys want to see. I want to have it be like a good mix because, well, I want to be able to have fun doing this. And I also want you guys to enjoy watching. Of course, finding a balance is always going to be difficult. Can't always please everyone and appeal to everyone. But I'm going to do my very best to do what I think is best at the moment. And I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. So, this year was a very good year for my channel. You guys have been very supportive about it. Haven't played a lot of GTA this year. Kind of fell out of it for a bit. Fell out of it for a bit. But with Michael returning, Michael is my favorite main story character. So it was nice to see him. That's the only reason why I even came back, because I wanted to see and have, quote unquote, me meet him. Plus, I also his actor, which I'm blanking on at the name right now. So apologies for that. Ned Luke, that's it, Ned Luke. He's a amazing guy. I love him. He's a gamer. He's very nice. He's cool, down to earth. Hope to see more of him, even if it's not as Michael, but hope to see more of him in gaming as the years go on. And I hope you guys feel the same. If not, well, that's fine too. Everyone has their own opinion. Personally, when GTA 5 came out, I was never a fan of Trevor. I just viewed him as a typical GTA player, just crazy, just for the sake of being crazy, sort of a thing. And I don't know. I don't really like the whole, oh, he's just crazy because he's crazy sort of character. I feel that's kind of lazy with that. And yeah, you could say he is a complex character because he has emotions that he doesn't know how to deal with. Apparently he has occasional, not occasional, but he has apparent mother issues. I also found at first Franklin was kind of a dull character, just to be a hood cat that just wants to get out of the hood. And that was it. Kind of like CJ without all the other steps. But as the years went on and we got to see more of him outside of the main story, his character stayed consistent. And I've actually grown to like Franklin. At the beginning, back in 2013, I actually liked Lamar more because I found him just more entertaining. While Franklin just seemed like more of a whiner. But my opinion of that has changed. I was called a racist for not liking Franklin, even though I told him right off the bat I liked Lamar. So, people are weird. It was never excuse me. It was never because of any of that. Also, I hope you guys like my car that I've been driving around a lot on all the DLCs lately. It's the Ubermacht Niobe. Real life car is the BMW i8. I have it as a pearlescent sunrise orange. If you guys wanted to copy it, I guess. But it's going to be my main car in this game. I don't plan to bore you guys with my constant yapping for too long. But I just wanted to give you guys some updates and just enjoy Christmas with you guys for a bit. And the reason why I wasn't going to be streaming it was mostly because I was planning to stream my more competitive shooter game with... Yeah, most of you guys probably won't even be interested in it anyway, so I'm not going to mention it. But I do stream a lot on Twitch. If you guys are interested, it's mostly going to be that game though. It's going to be very rarely it's this game. But maybe I might do it more often since I'm not going to be, quote-unquote, recording everything. So... But nevertheless, I have been trying to do some more single-player stuff. And right now I do consider this single-player because I mostly just play solo anyway. And yeah, I bought the mansions recently, and I'm already at $9 million. I've noticed it's actually pretty damn easy to make money in this game nowadays. Legitly. So if you're still doing money glitches in 2025, you're either have no time, like literally no time to play. I have a job and I play other games for this channel, so you might have even less time than I do, or you're just incredibly lazy if you're doing money glitches or cheating at all. Skirts. Primary running boards. There we go. But, let's see. Is there any updates for the channel as itself here? I don't know if... majority of my channel is going to be even watching GTA anyway. But, for those that do, with the 2,000 subscribers I've gotten this year, which again, I like to mention before, as I mentioned before, I'm very grateful of that. Where's the carbon rear fenders? Here we go. I'm very appreciative. If there's any changes going on in the channel, there's none that come off the come right off to mind at the moment. I don't really have any plans to make any changes to the channel. There's plenty of planned games I want to do. Like, as mentioned in my posts, I have Mafia 1 PS2. That's going to be releasing on January 6th. I already played and completed that game already. Relatively short, 22, like, chapters or missions, whichever you like to call them. I very much enjoyed that game, even though it was incredibly hard. Sometimes you forget that how old games are incredibly difficult, especially games that don't have a difficulty setting. So games that technically don't have a difficulty setting, they tend to be pretty difficult. Especially one mission called You Lucky Bastard. That I was dreading playing that. I was on that mission for 2 hours. Also, the PS2 version is very flippin' dark. The mission where you're like robbing rich guy's house and safe. I could not see a goddamn thing. I actually had to turn off my TV's brightness to just to be able to just somewhat see to complete that game, that mission. Now, I wasn't surprised about the ending. Well, because, well, it's a Mafia game. I got damages? Oh, it's probably because when I just went into that fucking marker. I hit on the brakes. It's stupid snow. Anyway, when you're a rat in the Mafia, you're gonna get killed. It's just happens. So I wasn't really too surprised that, and also I played Mafia 2 when I was younger, like 10 plus years ago, 12 years ago. I rented the game, played it. I actually don't. My only complaint about it was I felt it was too short because I was used to games like that being like GTA and having like really long stories. So to me, it felt somewhat short because I kind of viewed each quote-unquote chapter as a mission instead of a chapter. So to me, it just felt short, but my opinion of that has changed. I think the length of it is just fine, especially compared to the first Mafia game. I am a big fan of Mafia 2. It was my first Mafia game. So, that's how I became a fan of the Mafia series. The order of that is going to be the Mafia 1 that's coming out, Mafia 2, then Mafia Definitive Edition, then it's going to be Mafia 3, then then Old Country. And then if the series is still going well through Old Country, like majority of the series, then I will do Mafia 1 again on PC with mods that upgrade the graphical aspects of it. So, and I know someone in particular commented that why they wanted me to do PC with the mods in the post for the poll for the game. And I will do that if the series does well, and I'm really hoping it does. I know GTA has done well throughout the lifespan of the channel, and it's kind of, it feels like it's kind of slowed down a little bit, probably because it's probably been GTA overload, which I completely understand that. I have other plans for games as well, not just Mafia and GTA, but as well as other open world crime games. I have The Godfather right here for PS2. I can do that. I know that Godfather has a sequel to it as a game. The Saboteur, I hear, is a game I could possibly do. I think that's for PS2 as well. I saw the YouTuber The Professional do that one, and I was like, oh, this game looks good. So I could do that. Games other than open world crime games, I'm a big fan of the Ratchet & Clank series. So I can always do the original 4 Ratchet & Clank games, which is Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, Up Your Arsenal, and Ratchet Deadlocked, which are like 4 of my favorite games on the PS2. And I played the living hell out of those to the point where I literally just would make the game just harder for me because I played through it so often. Like, I used to play it on, like, the max difficulty on the ones that, you know, had a difficulty setting. On the hardest difficulty and without upgrading my armor at all. I think I even tried no upgrades on the guns, too. I don't remember. But nevertheless, I have a lot of plans already for the channel. I keep hoping that the channel keeps growing, keeps its growth. You guys are enjoying the videos. I always like seeing interactions on the videos with the comments, even if the comment is just not even relative to the video itself, even if it's just, you know, just being nice or kind or just tell me about your day or whatever. Hopefully the videos put a smile on your face. I know that's weird to say just for a gameplay video, but still, that's the whole point of me doing this, as well as it just being a complete hobby on its own. And as you can tell, I'm not exactly the best speaker. So, believe it or not, this channel, when my commentaries, it's actually helped me become a better speaker, especially when it comes to just talking on a microphone to no one directly in a room. I used to be so bad at it, and yeah, I used to be worse than I am now, but I am a lot better than I used to be. So I hope to continue to improve. You guys continue to enjoy everything that I try to do. Well, maybe not everything, but a majority of it. I don't know what that was about. I'm just gonna drive away. But I just hope I continue to improve and continue just to do my own thing, and you guys continue to enjoy it. I don't know what else to say with that. I do drive myself a bit nuts every single day trying to figure out, okay, what I want to do for the channel today. Do I want to do this? Are people going to like it if I do this? Is it going to matter? So a lot of that does go into like what I end up deciding to post or not. Not many would probably care about that, but I thought I should share anyway. But overall, I'm happy with the channel so far. I hope you guys are so far as well. I know 2,000 of you are subscribed to the channel. I hope a lot of you stay. Most of you at least. But sorry, I just got pinged. Yeah, just overall, I just wish you all the best. Hopefully 2026 is a better year. For me, it kind of sucked. A lot of things went wrong this year for me. I wouldn't say it was the worst year of everyone in the entire country. That would be far from the truth. But compared to previous years, it was especially mentally draining for me. I'm not going to go into details because, well, I don't want this to be like a drama dump video, but it was a lot of mental strain. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate. I'm sure this year has been hard on everybody. Not for any particular, like, massive real-world reason, but just for, like, individual lives and stuff like that. This world is not easy on any of us. But I don't want to be a downer with this. I hope you all just have a happy holiday. Wish you all the best. And I just ended up driving around as I talked without even doing a job here. Should I do a job? Since my stuff is kind of maxed out, where's Gaff at? Oh, Raph, sorry. Why is me pressing X delayed? What the hell?
Hey-oh, what do you need?
Alright, yeah, the heat. Let's do a helicopter
No problem.
tour.
Got something for you.
Now, I did have some of this recorded. Meant to upload it as the, as part of the, what's it called, playlist. But A, I wasn't sure if people were going to be interested in it, and B, I wasn't sure how this DLC worked yet, because, well, this came out in the summer, I didn't play in the summer, so I don't know what came out with, yeah, you know, with this DLC and the current DLC and all that kind of stuff. But I did some more research, and there's like, I could possibly upload me doing like one of each of these missions, I guess. I don't know if people would be interested in it, but it might be like a good documentation for when GTA Online is no longer a thing. Because I think this game is going to end up being like super nostalgic for a lot of people when people are playing 6 and they're going to be all of a sudden, man, GTA Online was goated. I miss those days and stuff like that. Because that always tends to be the case, especially for a game that's been as elongated and popular as GTA 5. When the game first got announced and released in 2013 of, I think it was September 2013, and then Online came out in October. I never thought it was going to be as big as this. I just thought Online was just going to be kind of like GTA 4's Online, but a little bit more advanced. Turned out it was nothing like GTA 4's Online, and it was just basically like a life of a criminal simulator almost. I actually really liked GTA 4's Online because it was simple. It was free roam, and there was death matches and races. I personally liked messing around in free mode, just driving around, messing around, not really making friends, but killing people. People killed me. I got chased. I chased others. There was really no risk involved other than just killing each other. That's really it. The only money was like account money. Now it's basically acted like your rank. And that was really it. It was simple, it was fun.
This is going to be amazing.
You just messed around in it, and that's really it. And to me, that was fun. There was really no purpose to it. It was just mindless enjoyment. Then again, I just naturally love the GTA 4 and its style. So that simplicity of it was enough for me. And I will admit this more complicated online is good and all, but because it's a lot more at stake.
Oh, wow!
For someone like me, it's kind of less fun because I don't like losing my progress. That's why I stick in invite-onlys all the time, and ever since they allowed us to do pretty much everything possible in invite-only, it's been very beneficial for me, because before what I used to do is I used to modify my connection from my PS5 to my internet to where it was slow enough to where it just put me in a solo public lobby. So that way it pretty much acted like a invite-only lobby, but just different. And I couldn't really join, and anytime I had a friend come online, I couldn't really join them because we would constantly get disconnected from each other because of the net that I had set up. And I would have to like re-put it to like normal speed just to be able to be just made things a little bit more complicated, pretty much. Now it's
so
just
different in person.
now it's just invite-only lobby, and so I do like that quality of life. I was not expecting all these quality of life updates from Rockstar, because it just, to me, it just seemed like Rockstar is more of a, it's like, we don't care, play our way sort of a thing. Kind of like how Nintendo is, but it seems like I was wrong. It just seems like anytime, not anytime, but ever since Rockstar got bought or purchased or joined with Take-Two, Rockstar's just been a lot more greedy.
Ever since I was
A lot more greedy and a lot less player-friendly. Now that may not be true, but that has been my observation. So I apologize if that observation is incorrect, but that's been my personal observation since. And I noticed that because I used to call Rockstar support a lot in the early days of GTA Online, because I used to get stuck in the sky for like hours. I even waited overnight, still stuck in the fucking sky. And I had I called the Rockstar support in the morning, and he was able to help me get it fixed within a few minutes. And now it just seems like Rockstar only really helps you when it involves shark cards. Cause I've seen people like say that they put in tickets for like legit glitches and issues with characters and all that kind of stuff, and they get like a robotic response, and the issues don't actually get fixed. And someone tested out that said, hey, I have a issue purchasing this shark card, and it was like an immediate, like, real person response. Now, if something like that was actually true, and it wasn't like scripted or anything like that, then yeah, that's kind of fucking shady, and it just shows how greedy Rockstar is. But if it's not true, then I retract everything I said. But it just feels like Rockstar has been very greedy ever since like 2019, when Take-Two's been a big part of it. Especially since the rise and immediate fall of Red Dead Online. I didn't feel like Red Dead Online even was given a fair chance. Like, Red Dead Online never really got like a big update. Like a really big update. Like bank robberies, or they just got, we just got like grindy updates. Moonshiner. Risky sales stuff. Just like GTA Online, but worse. And the reason why it worse in GTA Online and not in Red Dead, because GTA Online there's actually stuff to buy. Red Dead Online there's nothing to buy, so what's the point of like grinding for the money if there's nothing to buy? That's why people didn't respond positively to it, in Red Dead, but did in GTA, and it didn't
Thank
seem like
you.
Rockstar understood that. So I don't know. I wish Rockstar was better. Hopefully Rockstar gets better. They're not unredeemable, irredeemable. So we'll just have to wait and see. My only worry with GTA 6, actually I have two worries technically. One, the hype does not live up to the actual game itself. And I think that's highly possible. Because for it to live up to its hype, it pretty much has to not only be the best game ever fucking made, but the best game ever made for like for the next like 10 years. Plus, probably. And I think then it probably lives up to the hype.
Sure, let's see.
And the other concern I have is this is going to be the game that we get our first female main character. Which I'm not completely against, but with the staff changes to Rockstar in the last couple years, and the leaving of Laszlo and one of the brothers as the founder of Rockstar, this is going to be the first GTA game that doesn't have Laszlo in it at all, on the radio, in person, or anything like that. So the last time we are ever going to see Laszlo, canonically, is in GTA Online. And I find that very disappointing. I think Laszlo is kind of a staple in GTA. He's my favorite loser in the series. And with the staff changes, people were saying that it went, quote-unquote, more woke and got rid of a lot of the masculine, like, working environment, which could have been toxic, could have not been. We don't know. We're not in there. We're not actually in there. So we can't actually know for sure. Because I don't really believe in judging it without actually being in it and knowing it. Yes, you could say, well, people who actually did work there said so. True. But you also got to keep in mind that people lie. And people lie about that. I'm not saying that they are liars. I'm saying they could. So, and I am very hesitant when it comes to trusting people. So you have to think of it from that point of view. Where? I'm in Strawberry, aren't I? Where am I? It says here I'm in Chamberlain Hills. Alright, so which one says Chamberlain Hills? Okay, blueberry cheesecake. Right. So, mainly, the only thing I'm worried about when it comes to the first female main character is she going to be written as a believable character? Is she going to be written as a likable character? Is she going to be written as a character that we're supposed to not like or supposed to like? And does it work? Does it work in making us not like her? Does it work in making us like her? Because if we're supposed to like her but we end up not liking her, then the character's kind of failed. Like another certain sequel that came out in 2020. But I'm not completely against the female main character. I'm just worried about, is she going to be written well? Is the story going to be written well? Is it going to feel like it's too preachy? Because I don't want my games preaching to me about any sort of thing or shoving any sort of like real world political problems down my throat. Satired about it. They can satire about it, and so I can laugh at the ridiculousness of it. But other than that, I don't want to feel like my game is talking down to me. And I'm sure none of you would want that either. You guys just want to have fun in your games. You don't want to feel like your game is trying to make you feel like an asshole. Because you don't think the same way as the developers do.
He did what?
But that's a little bit of a downer topic. But overall, I hope GTA 6 lives up to its potential. I hope the characters are well written and they do what they're supposed to do. And I do hope GTA 6 is the best game of all time. Do I think that's gonna happen? In my honest opinion, no. I think it's the hype that it has is probably gonna end up making it a disappointment. But we'll just have to wait and see and have your opinions be your opinion. Am I gonna be playing it day one? 100%, because a majority of my channel is GTA and I'm still a big fan of Grand Theft Auto and its humor. I'm just worried that GTA's humor that's been relatively consistent ever since its first 3D game of GTA 3, it's going to change and it's not going to be for the better. I hope if it does change, I hope it's for the better, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, where am I at here? El Burro Heights. Blueberry.
Whoa.
Let's see, what else can I talk about here? I always kind of considered making a video of like, who am I, ever since getting 2,000 subscribers. But I was like, I'm not really that interesting of a person. I'm kind of just a plain normal guy, I guess you could say. That's very particular about how he does things. I will say my real life name is Frank. And the M1 part is because my favorite gun is the M1 Garand from the World War II era. So I was like, well, if I were to have a gamer tag in my early days of Call of Duty, what would it be? Well, people tend to combine their name with like something that they like, and I was like, well, what could work? And I brainstormed brainstormed hard to the point where I had a headache for like about 2 weeks, and then I settled on M1 Frank, and there you go, M1 Frank. And the gaming part is a call out to Vanoss Gaming because, well, he put gaming at the end of his title. I was like, well, I don't want my channel just to be called M1 Frank, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of gaming, because the gaming atmosphere is a big passion of mine. So I went with M1 Gaming, M1 Frank Gaming. My end goal of my channels is just to, actually it's mainly just to be a hobby and to make some extra money so I can actually move out of my parents' house, because I really fucking want to. But I actually do have some dreams and desires that come with it. Is that Red Harvest? Yeah. And that's mainly, I just want to be a... Let's see, how am I supposed to word this? I'm not happy with the current state of gaming. And I'm sure a lot of people are not. Especially with AI creeping its way into gaming and kind of ruining gaming. Especially with RAM investing more in AI. With NVIDIA investing more in AI.
Film that shit.
And pretty much telling their customers, screw you. I feel like gaming's going down a road where it could end up cooked. And I'm not trying to say I want to be the savior of it, but I'm saying I want to try to implement, I guess, what I think would be best for gaming. And I don't want to have a big head here, but I feel like I do have a good idea what people look for in a video game. Like, they don't want politics, they don't want real world stuff in their games. They just want a fun game with an immersive world that they can enjoy. With, in some cases, in multiplayer, they want it unbalanced and fun. Other cases, they want it balanced and competitive. So, if I were to have my own gaming company, which is a dream of mine, have my own gaming company with developers and all that kind of stuff, and be in charge of a lot of the final decision making on like how a game's supposed to be done, I would focus more on single player games. That is mostly focused on
You just made some
how
customers
many
very
times can I
happy.
say focused on? Story, good fun gameplay, and an immersive world. I don't believe graphics are end all be all for if a game can be a good game or a bad game. I believe a game can be a good game without it being the best looking game. As long as it runs consistently, effectively, doesn't tear, doesn't glitch, doesn't, well, unless the glitch is funny, and doesn't crash, runs optimally, has a good story and immersive world that people can enjoy and fall in love with the characters, then people are going to see it as a good game. That's my personal view. Like, I can make a game like the old Final Fantasies. Like, let's say one of the best ones, Final Fantasy VI. If I make a game that has the same sort of similar, like, PS1 Dreamcast style, kind of graphics, like updated a little bit to have you know, more like a modern shaded look, have that sort of thing with a very good, complex, but also simple battle system, as well as a good immersive story, then people are going to like it, people are going to play it, and it's going to be a positive thing for the gaming world. Because the more games that just focus on just what the customers want, I think is a rarity nowadays. Because it feels like developers are just focused on what they want to do, rather than focused on what the customers want, what the gamers want, what the players want. And another thing that's also an issue is the deadlines. They rush the game out to meet a deadline because they want to make the most profit possible. Passion seems like it's non-existent nowadays. Like, I don't think we're going to be getting a modern-day Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, stuff like that. I don't think we're going to be getting those in modern day because it's just so focused on just meeting a deadline and getting as much money out of our pockets as fucking possible. That's why indie gamers have actually kind of been a lot better. Indie game developers, I should say, because they have a lot more passion behind their development, those cycles. But yeah, overall, I do have a great passion for the game industry. It sickens me to see the direction it's going down with the whole AI thing and people being laid off, games being delayed, games not living up to expectations. I'm going to say again, the passion not being there from developers. And corporate just being corporate. If given the chance, I would do my best to mitigate all that with my own personal game development studios. That is a dream. That's a pipe dream. Probably never gonna happen. The only way it can happen is if I get like the money for it and the popularity for it. The only way I could do that is really through here So like I said, it's a pipe dream. Probably never gonna happen, but if you don't try, it never will happen. But if you at least try, there's still a slight possibility. I'll take a slight possibility of no possibility. Hope you guys understand that mindset. Yes, it's a long shot. But hey, it's better than no shot. It's like, if you guys see my sniper shots, sometimes I post in the shorts. The reason why I take a lot of those shots, I don't think they're actually gonna hit. But I take the shot anyway. If I didn't think it was gonna hit and I didn't shoot the gun, I never would have gotten those great sniper shots to post for you guys. Just like the great Wayne Gretzky of the hockey world says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So just take the shot. You never know what might happen. And that's also my today's advice to you guys. You never know what might happen. So if you see a shot to take, take it. If you miss, you miss. You hit, well then, you hit. So, yeah. If you don't take the shot, you'll always miss. But I think I talked a lot of your guys' ear off enough. I didn't really get much done, but I thought I'd just told you guys on this Christmas day. Hope you all had fun with just hearing me rant. Hopefully I didn't kill anyone's mood. Hope you all just stay in a good mood, have a happy day, have a happy Christmas, have a happy New Year, all that. And I'm gonna actually do absolutely nothing with this weed fan. Yeah, totally. I'm not gonna totally keep it or like keep the supplies or anything like that. I kid, of course. But overall, just take care of yourselves.